Okay, part two, y'all. Part two of Courageous Connections because of you nuggets. What to look for in a spouse. Okay, and I think, number one pretty well said a lot of it, don't become unequally yoked and definitely learn how to value yourself. If you learn who you are and value yourself, then you're going to really start looking for a lot of the right things to start with. And I'm really puffed up, so I'm really feeling just... Anyway. All right, so, and, they're asking me they're asking to do something and say, I have been single like 30 years, and it's not because anything other than, I'm not going to settle for one thing. I'm not going to settle for being mistreated. But, you got to think over 20 years, I have dated or whatever, but I'm just not, it's not been my focus. My focus has been, on other things. I really just, just taking care of other things, getting other things done, learning, dealing, chilling. Missionary work, and then, just different things. I've had a lot of different things anyway, I've just not really been focused on it for myself, but anyway, I've been asked about it. What do I think? So this is just kind of a recap. What do I think of what I'm giving answers. So, and I'm putting in video, and since I'm not going to do that up tonight, and I am so swelled, I'm definitely doing it on this simul, so that way there I can, kind of hide it. And behind my puffy eyes, I'm just really so paranoid about that right now. But anyway, I'm trying to get out of it. This, work on that stuff. People say, oh, you're not secure in yourself because you're afraid to do that. No, it's not that I'm not secure. I'm pretty secure of myself. It's just, I just don't like looking like this and being seen like this. It's just that simple, really. Really just because a woman or a man wants to not be seen looking bad don't mean they're not secure in themselves. Or it's just like if you're dating somebody or something like that. I heard a few people say, well, they're asking about so-and-so's cheating on them. I had one person, this man was talking to me. And he was talking to me, and, was just doing this thing that, anyway, he was talking to me. And this lady comes, and she starts wanting to know. She actually judged right what he was doing. But anyway, she was wanting to know, if he was basically hitting on me or something or whatever. And first thing is she kept telling me, I'm not insecure. Well, I'm just asking because I want to know. And whatever, the thing about this is sometimes because the Holy Spirit's unctioning you to know something, that doesn't mean that you're being insecure. And it probably means you don't need to be dating that person. You probably don't need to be dating them because it's not you so much that you're insecure about than it is them. But then on one hand, you probably need to work on a little bit more value in yourself if you're still hanging with somebody that is going to cheat on you. Or you feel like it is. Anyway, that's just a little thing I experienced. Like I said, somebody this, and they do this. Look at, if you are feeling that way, you're not being insecure. But if you're insecure about the relationship, then that's definitely a sign that that's not the one for you. get away. If the person is ashamed of you, trying to hide who you are, it's not for you, get away. If they're not willing to go that extra mile for you, to take that time to you, to get to know you, to get to discover you, they're not for you, get away. If they're making fun of the God you serve and they're not for you, get away. If they're not respecting you, trying to push you into something that you don't want to do, if they're trying to push you to go and to devalue in yourself, they're not for you, get away. If you're their secret, then that means if they're trying to keep you a secret, then that means they're keeping you a secret from somebody else. That means they're keeping a big secret from you too. Don't be a secret. If you're secret, get away. They're not for you. If they know who you are, and if you feel like somebody is justly feeling like somebody is out there cheating on you, if they've done it before and you're really insecure with that person, and they can't even get out because you think they're going to cheat on you, you don't need to be with that person. Okay, so basically, you know who you don't get with. You don't get with somebody you don't trust. You don't get with somebody that doesn't show you value and somebody that you're not respecting. I mean, why would you want to be with somebody you don't respect? If you don't respect them, why be there? You know? I don't really understand. I don't really understand that. Some people, you know, at a time in my life, I was, woe is me. At a time in my life, I was pretty well, I didn't have value. I was devalued, so I devalued myself, and so I had to find how to find value, to value who I am. And now that I value who I am, and now that I see who I am in the Lord, I expect to be valued. And if they don't, and it's what it boils down to on everything, expect to be valued, expect to be respected, but you respect too. If, you know, we're not dumb. You know what ain't supposed to be. But if you find yourself settling, you might ought to check. You might ought to check and see what's up. A man of God, he's got to be a man of God. He's got to treasure you, okay? He's got to value, he's got to treasure you. He's got to be willing to take that time out for you, to go an extra hour down the road to see you. And you know, even a player does that, so you got to be careful. You put it all together. You add it all up and add it all together. But just to go that extra mile, you know, to do that extra little thing, to make you know that he sees your value, that you don't have no doubt about him seeing your value. And then there's certain questions. And when it comes to, okay, like they're worried about, okay, well, how am I going to know about the sex part? Well, I have a feeling things like that will work itself out. But if you are fit together, I think everything will be perfectly fit. It'll work out fine. And as far as, you know, sex, whenever you don't have pre-sex, you know, don't do that, don't do that. You are a child of the true and living God. Nobody gets the key to your treasure. Nobody gets the key to your treasure unless they're married to you, okay? And then whenever you're there, then you discover each other and enjoy each other and discover each other in the Lord. Just, you know, enjoy each other. That's a beautiful thing, to be enjoyed by each other when you're married only. So it's discover each other there. You know, don't go in with expectations. Let's just start discovering each other. And at that time, I believe when you love somebody, you're going to take time for them even there in that area. I believe a spouse will make sure, and I believe it's even commanded in the Bible, I think in the 1 Corinthians, maybe the 7th chapter, somewhere in there. No, that's maybe, but anyway, you don't withhold yourself from each other. And yeah, it takes care. You'll discover each other. It'll be beautiful.